welcome back. Today's video is my very first whipped by video. Whipped by is a term that Bosnian Bill uses to describe challenge locks that you can't pick. So in my case, I've been whipped by WestCoastPicks. Now, I'm not sure if it would be fair to say that I have been completely whipped by him, because I have picked this lock 2 or 3 times, but in a lock sporter's eyes, 2 or 3 times, every single one of them could have been a fluke, and most lock sporters aren't happy unless they get consistent open on a lock, and I'm no exception to that. This lock was sent to me by Potty314, and I'm sure you're aware that Potty is a incredibly skilled picker, and it took him a very long time to get this lock picked on camera. So I was thinking maybe if I keep it for long enough, I'll eventually get it on camera. Well, yeah, I probably would, but it wouldn't be fair, and I think I should pass this lock on to somebody else and let them have some fun with it. So, well, I can't pick it. What I can do is I can gut it and show you what's inside. But before I do that, I want to show you a nifty little feature that's hidden in this lock. This is a Schlage Everest. You can tell it by that little triangle there. And this key is absolutely beautiful. It's really thick, really bulky. I really like it. We've got some nice bitting there as well. Now, there is a little hidden feature right down here, and I believe this is called the check pin. Now, the way it works is, well, there's a little spring-loaded pin in here that, as you can see, it protrudes up into that hole and it stops the core from rotating. So anybody who isn't familiar with this lock and doesn't know about that feature, even if they set all the pins, the core will not rotate unless that check pin is also set. And so you see when I insert the key, that check pin gets pulled in, and we have this little sort of track on the key, as you can see. It's quite a nice little setup there. I'm not sure why there is a groove right here on that little track there, because it's this thing right at the end here, that section there, that actually pulls in the check pin, so I'm not sure what that little groove is for. You also might be able to see if the check pin is under this hooked piece of warding here. Maybe if I get some light, it'll be easier for you to see. There is a little pin that protrudes, it sticks out this away in the bottom of the keyway there. Not sure if you can just about see that at the back there. So it's a really cool little feature, and it really does make the picking a little bit more complicated. I discovered a little way of holding that pin out of the way, and I got this bobby pin here and just stuck it in the bottom of the keyway, just like that, in that hooked piece of warding. I'm really sorry, it's hard to see that hooked piece of warding there, but if you stick it in there, work it over the check pin, and as you can see, that's set that. But you have to be really careful with this, that you don't actually bind up the core at the same time. So that's how I actually defeated the check pin. Different people have different methods. I think there are some, you can modify tension wrenches to deal with it. There is plenty of room to also fit in a standard tension wrench or a top of a keyway. Getting a bit hoarse. Now, so let's take the lock apart. So, defeat this little thing here. I think everybody hates these. You need the fingers of a brain surgeon to get this thing. I know there are specialized plug followers, but I haven't got as far as obtaining one for myself. Should have done this before the video. Okay, there we go. Ordinary setup with a little pin there and a little spring. suppose we could zoom in a bit. Now, let's hope this check pin doesn't get in the way. I'll turn it like that. And the plug follower, like so. There we go. Okay, so here's our core. Now at the moment the key is actually holding the check pin in. So I'm going to dump out all these pins and then we'll look at the check pin by itself. Okay, pin 2 came out first. It's a little serrated pin. I do apologise about this, guys, it's a bit awkward working around the camera here. Pin 1 is a sort of spool key pin there. Pin 3 is another serrated. Pin 4 is a huge spool pin there. Pin 5 is a pin with 2 serrations on it, and pin 6 is another pin with 2 serrations. And we'll take a look at the core modification later. But here you can see, if my camera would focus, you can see the check pin there. And see how it works. Quite a cool little thing there. And you see it's just got a little pin that sticks out. Quite clever. I believe this should also come out. Let's see. He does. Ooh. Let me catch it. Ooh. Look at that thing. That looks like a horse or something. Look, it looks like a horse's head. That's quite cool. Maybe not a horse, but some sort of creature. That is an amazing piece of engineering. That is tiny. Wow. Okay, and I assume there will be a spring in there. If I get a light. Yeah, there's a little spring in there. But it doesn't want to come out. Never mind. Oops, sorry about that. Now, I should have taken note. Okay, this end is front, so let's take these driver pins out. Oh, wow. Okay, we've got a little two-piecer. Wait a minute, get the cat hair off my tweezers. That is... oh, still got the cat hair on my tweezers. That is amazing. Right, let's see. Oh boy. WestCoastPicks. My friend, you are incredibly skilled. Wow. Let's get the springs out as well. Okay. Looks like a serrated. Right, let's take a closer look. What have we got? So, in pin 1, chamber 1, we have a serrated driver with a tiny little hole in there, and it's a two-piecer. We have this T-pin, which sits, if I have steady enough hands, inside like that. And if my camera would focus, that's a really cool two-piecer. And that T-pin isn't just a T-pin, it's got a little nub on top as well, which is really cool. Pin 2 is just a serrated, pin 3 serrated, 4 is quite a short standard pin, pin 5 is a spool, and pin 6 is also another serrated pin. And of the key pins, we have a wide serration, serrated, serrated, spool, serrated, serrated, and there's a look at the springs. So, a very well thought out, well put together challenge lock. Let's take a look at the top, see if there's any modifications. Get a light. It doesn't look like it. The plate doesn't look particularly like it's been tampered with, so I don't think there were any modifications to the top there, but we have what looks like serrations in two. Is that serration? Is that counter milling? Wow, okay. So we've got some pretty crazy core modifications there that will clearly work very well with these serrated pins. So this is really, really well thought out, well put together challenge lock, and well, I couldn't expect any less from WestCoastPicks. And this little guy here is an added bonus. Wow, that is a really, really cool little feature there. And oh, it's got a hollow bottom. That'll be for the spring to go in. Very, very cool. Well, I want to thank Potty314 for sending this to me. Thank WestCoastPicks for putting together such an awesome lock. And I want to warn Liam that this will be going his way, because I believe he might have some cut down keys that will deal with the check pin. I'm not positive, but even if he doesn't, then I'm sure he'll have fun with this, and well, good luck, Liam. I'm sure he'll probably embarrass me by picking it in a few seconds on a video. Anyway, thank you very much as always for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.